I did prepare some words, and as I never want to go off script, but I think I will, just so I at least express how heartfelt thank you to everyone that was involved in this night. Especially thank you to Dr. Vinier and Mrs. Poe, Lauren, Marcy, and Laura. Your talk and the video blew me away. In fact, I have to give you a lot of credit because you can make anybody look good. I want to thank my family, my wife Terry, and my children, and my mother Dorothy, my friends, my business partner Andy, my pastor Tom, and just being here to be with me as I accept this recognition is very special. But that aside, I think what is so important about tonight is the fact this institution gets to shine through Dick and myself. And I have prepared some words that I want to attribute to our host, Chesapeake College. This school has been instrumental to my life so many times. Every time I wanted to make an improvement in my life, I came to Chesapeake College, came to this campus to take classes and to better myself. It started right after I graduated from high school in 1975 from St. Peter and Paul. Hard to believe that's 40 years ago this May. But my counselors told me I may have trouble getting in Ivy League schools, but otherwise I could go to any other four-year institution. But I really decided that I wanted to work. And thanks to John Hurt, who I had worked at Doc's part-time while I was going through school, the very day after graduation, I went to St. Michael's as assistant manager at the age of 17. So I thank you, John, for taking the chance with me and starting my career at working. But it wasn't long before the calling of my father's business to be in construction, I finally gave in. So in order to prepare myself for that career, I came to Chesapeake. I took architectural drafting courses, I took other business courses, and fortunately in 1981, Bill Dittman hired me as a draftsman at Willow Construction. So I worked my way up through the company, learning more about estimating and contracting, and was given the opportunity to be an officer of the company in 1996. That was a time when I began to think, I really need to improve myself. Someone in this position really needs to have a degree. So realizing this, I came to Chesapeake College a third time. I walked into the admissions office during that summer, not knowing what I could accomplish, but I at least wanted to take as many night courses in business at Chesapeake that I had to offer. And that's when I met Claudia Jewell, sitting right here in the blue. She walked me through the courses I could take to fulfill my goal, and then she introduced me to the online classes at University of Maryland University College. She also told me about the UMUC program that allowed credit for working experience. It was quite an aggressive schedule, working full-time and with family obligations. But there's one thing that Claudia told me as I was leaving her office. She said, "You can do it." That stuck with me as I completed every business course Chesapeake had to offer. I transferred them to UMUC and completed every other course I needed to gain a bachelor's degree in business administration. In December of 2006, before I turned 50, I graduated cum laude. I owe a great deal of gratitude to Chesapeake College and especially Claudia for helping me complete the final lap of my Chesapeake story. Claudia is here, and I'd like to publicly thank you for inspiring me to complete my educational goal. I also want to thank all of you for coming. Being here is helping another motivated student come to this campus, complete courses, and fulfill their goals in life. So you should feel very good about that. In closing, I'd just like to read a passage from Scripture that I think is appropriate. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake." God has indeed led me in right paths, and for this I am extremely grateful. Thank you.